everyone. So this Sunday is going to be a really busy week, but it'll be a fun week too. It's Mother's Day. So I hope that all you moms can have a chance to go to service with your family and worship with your family. And I just want to wish all the you moms that serve just a happy Mother's Day. So this week we're going to do two things. We're going to try to cram a lot into the hour that you have with the kids. First of all, since it is family worship, the kindergartners will be in worship with their families, so there's no kindergartners in your classes. So we'll just have 2s and 3s and 4s, and those will look like a regular Sunday with us. So the first thing we're going to teach the kids is all month we're teaching them that God made everything. And this week we're focusing on water and all the things that we do to enjoy the water that God made. So it'll be a fun hour, and yeah, we're going to play in the water with the kids. So the 2s and 3s, we're going to start out. There's a fun little thing where it just shows little cards about talking about the ways we enjoy water. Where do we get water? This is a water. This is a glass of water, and there's even ice cubes in the water. This is one way we enjoy water. And this is the little pond. And so you can talk about all the different ways that we can have fun and that we enjoy and that we even need water. Here's a bathtub. So the first activity or the second activity that you can do with the 2s and 3s is just talking about water using these little pictures that'll be in your room. And then there's a water game that you're going to play. And we're going to actually let the kids fish in water. So of course, never leave the kids unattended, but we'll put some towels down or a mat, and the kids will actually be fishing with these little fish. And they float. So it'll be kind of fun, and they're super easy to catch. So there'll be a couple of fishing poles in your room, and the kids can try to fish. They really are super easy to catch out of the water. So that'll be fun, and you can talk to them about how, about if they ever gone fishing, and about how fish need water, and how important water is to every living thing. So that'll be a first activity that the kids do. Now the first activity that the pre and Ks are going to do is they're going to play a little water game too. They're going to fish ping pong balls out of a water container with spoons. So you can do it as a little relay game, or you can just have them take turns. It'll be kind of hard to catch because the ping pong balls will be kind of floating up and down. So we don't want to make too big of a mess, but you know what? It's just water. So it'll be fine. And we won't fill them up super full either. So that's the first activities they're going to do. And then they're going to go to story time. And then after story time, we're going to switch gears a little bit and focus on Mother's Day. And they're going to be making these little flowers. And you know, you can always look that flowers need water. But our flowers that we're going to make for our moms don't need water. But they're going to be a sweet flower. So the activity is one, the kids are going to pick out a sucker that's their mom's favorite sucker. And so this is their little gift to their mom, to tell their moms how sweet she is. And that'll be the center of their flower. So 2s and 3s, it'll probably be mostly prepared for you. So I'm thinking that the stem will already be together. And if you have time or would like to, the kids can actually, and the 3s and Ks too, can actually color these stems a little bit. And then they'll just take, and then they'll get to pick out a center, a colored center, so they can pick out their favorite color. And then the holes will be in them, and they can just stick them right through. And then they can just stick them through the stem. And then there's also a fun little poem that goes with these. So then they can, give their flowers to their mom. Or the other thing I just wanted to mention is that a lot of our kids, I know in several of the classes, don't live with their moms. So be kind of sensitive to that. The poem just says, I love you. And it's Mother's Day and we love our mothers, but God also gives us, they can give it to any woman who helps take care of them, because God gives us grandmas and gives us grandmas and aunts, and so they can just give it really to anybody, or their foster mom or whoever takes good care of them, that God gives them to take good care of them. So just especially if you know about the kids that may not have moms, that maybe you could be sensitive about that. The pre and Ks, we'll kind of put that together. And I just want to give you a tip with working with preschoolers is that if you do it in steps, it's a lot easier. So I would let them take out just give them one piece. Just give them these. Let them color them, and they can put little slits in them if they want to. If they put little slits, it kind of makes them more fluffy. So they can just take little scissors and put little slits in it. So if you start with that, and then just give them this piece and let them put that piece on. And then have them tape, put a little piece of tape on this. The pipe cleaner will also hold it, but if they tape that on, and then they can wrap this around. So if you kind of do it in steps, with preschoolers, it works better than giving them all the pieces at once. If you give them all the pieces at once, they kind of don't know what to do with it. So if you work with it together, and then just do it a piece at a time. Okay, and then the last thing the preschoolers will do, only if you have time, is it's a water match. Different ways that God gives us water, so you can bring it back home and talk about water again, about the rain and the snow and bottles of water in a pool. And they just match the pictures, and they just glue the pictures in the right spots. So this can go home with them if they don't have time. It's always good to have too many things to do and not enough things to do. So this is kind of their color sheet that they can take home, or you can do at the end of the hour if they finish their flowers. So I think that's it. I want to tell you what the verse is. It's Genesis 1:1, and it's God and created. We're kind of doing this for created or made. God created the heavens, so you can the stars, the heavens, and the earth. And this is our name. That's it. That's what we're going to do this week. So have a great week. I hope you can go to the generation service that we're having this weekend and have a fun time teaching the kids about water.